Hi guys, I'm Yusuke, a karate coach in Japan, and thank you guys again for coming back to my channel. This is going to be episode 7 from Cobra Kai season 4, and I'm so excited to watch this. I'll be watching it from two aspects, from a Japanese person, so I'll be sharing my culture, and from a karate sensei's point of view, so I'll be explaining the karate concepts and the techniques in this show. So let's get started.
Now I don't want it.
Is this the locker room, I think? I think normal Japanese, like public middle schools, don't have any shower rooms. I remember my middle school had a shower room, but it wasn't this nice. It was pretty dirty and I didn't want to take a shower there.
Easy, man. Just bust some balls.
What balls?
And what I also remember is that, and I think it was in PE or health and education or something like that, some kind of class when I was in America, I had a class about deodorant, putting on deodorant, like when I was in like 7th grade, for etiquette. But then in Japan, those don't exist. So I guess, you know, America is ahead in that way, I guess. You know, looking nice, I guess. What do you guys think? I mean, compare to Europe, the country, America, United States, sometimes get the review of being not dressed like so nicely, but I don't really think so. What do you guys think?
And you like that?
Yeah, I do.
Hey, your student is ready for
I never
school.
really noticed until this point, but of course they wear shoes inside the house. I would say 99.999% of households in Japan don't wear shoes inside. The landlords will be so mad if we do. I think.
I think we should tell him tonight. Oh,
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Are you sure you're not gonna back out this time?
I just wanted to make sure we did it the right way.
Big moment.
Are you okay? What did they do?
Oh, you know, just messing around. Yeah, name calling. So,
Ah,
big deal.
he makes everything complicated.
Anthony, I'm so sorry you have to deal with this.
No.
Listen, I know what it feels like.
Oh my
I promise I'm not gonna let Cobra Kai hurt you.
I hate
It's not
this.
that bad, honestly.
This is what I hate about
That
the
might
show.
end up
Nothing
being
goes
a
well.
weakness at some point. I should've-
Too much conflict for me. It's just too much.
You're not a little kid
If they can
anymore.
maybe lessen it by
It's time.
30%,
Go on up, get changed.
that'll be perfect for me. Or do you guys love this?
Just
Like
Go
these things
upstairs,
happening
get
every
your
single
things.
episode? Not me. Oh, his punches are getting.
So they stole all your
Mm.
clothes.
I can't take any more of their crap. I'm ready to use my training.
And what do you think you're gonna do?
I'll do what you do.
Not bad though.
Kick their asses.
And you can also see how these knuckles are getting a little bit red as well. In martial arts, you always aim with these two. That's why you have to get your elbows in and punch straight and not at an angled course.
I got kicked out of school.
So that's why you train with makiwara.
Come on, you gotta be smart.
In karate, you hit the wooden board like this. Like this, not like this. To basically train your grip and to
Today we have a
to
very
get
important
used to
lesson,
making a
don't we,
fist.
Sensei Silver? Yes, we do.
Okay.
Weakness. Your opponent's weakness must be exploited whenever possible. At the tournament, you'll have to recognize that weakness.
That's
And make
true.
no mistake, we all have.
That's called a sai.
You realize by giving
it's very
me
fancy.
dramatically
It's
increase the odds of
shining.
being stabbed to death.
Believe me, I'd rather be training to fight Tori. We have to keep working on these skills
Wow,
if we want
you
to
might.
tournament.
Normal karate dojos in Japan don't train a sai. It's a Kobudo dojo that does. So you find a lot in Okinawa, but in mainland Japan, not so much. Very rare.
You don't. Not yet. You know, when Mr.
And
Miyagi
it looks a
first
little
showed me
bit
this place,
different,
I
I
was
would
like
say.
you. I didn't
And
know
oh
what to
yeah,
make
that
of it all.
Japanese letter at the back.
Definitely
If you want to
didn't
learn the
appreciate it.
meaning, please
I
check
just
this
knew I
video
needed
out.
help defending myself.
It's
I'm not gonna lie
not
to you,
so
Anthony.
precise.
Learning
Let's
karate
just say
isn't
that.
It takes a lot of work. But listen, think of it like a video game. It might not be as exciting at level 1 when you're learning all the controls, but the more you play, the more skills you get.
Guys, if you do
before know it,
Kobudo, if you just
level 12,
recognize
you're hooked.
the
Plus,
kata that
I'll
Sam
give you
was
some
doing,
cheat codes
maybe
along
let
the
me
way.
know.
Come on.
Maybe it's not a kata. Maybe it's just a technique. I'm not sure.
I forgot to put the covers on when I left last night.
It's like a Jackson Pollock painting.
Anthony, get ready
Jackson
for your
Pollock.
first Miyagi-Do lesson.
Is that a
Today we
famous
call it
artist?
Soap on, crap off. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it, and then you're going to clean the cars while I help Mom down at the dealership. How does that sound?
Honestly,
Remember, level 1. I'll get the bucket. It's going to be fun.
I understand the message. Karate, you do the kihon, you do the basic punch. This, for like hundreds and thousands of times. So you need to stick, with the movement.
You've seen her fight before. What's her weakness?
Her left. She telegraphs her kicks.
Then you know what to do.
But your opponent might use that, right? If you know the weakness. It's actually pretty dangerous that they're just sitting in a circle like that. Oh.
You're just gonna dance around, you're gonna throw something. Why not both?
Okay. Yeah, the way that she kicked like that, she has a strong core. Oh, that was smooth. I mean, she just started.
We should do that again sometime.
Don't get your hopes up.
Good one, Sensei Kreese. Who's next?
Another crazy one. Oh, but actually, when you kick or whatever movement you do in karate, I guess not kyokushin, but Japanese karate, you always keep your kama, your hand in the same spot. When you kick, you just slide. Nothing like this. So in kihon, in basics, we train to keep it the same and then change. So minimum movement. That's a pretty big keyword when it comes to karate. Eradicating unnecessary movements. Oh my god. And like I mentioned in the last episode, in Uechi-ryu, they stick their balls inside their body, like intentionally. Somehow they do it. They just stick it in there. I have no idea how, but Uechi-ryu does it. What's his weakness? I think he does the leg sweep for his first movement the whole time, And I guess they're red and black now. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. That roundhouse kick was, I think it was the best technique out of this whole series. So he held up the knee, he waited for the opponent to react, and then he snapped it. Wow. Wow.
are you okay?
Back to your corners.
Wow, 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 wow. That was nice. That was nice.
Robbie doesn't have a weakness.
Yes,
You're
he does.
thinking about this the wrong way. Everyone has a weakness.
Usually a karate counter to a roundhouse kick coming this way is a jab in to the head.
Hey, Kenny, I'm sorry.
Oh! Oh, okay. So mercy, that's his weakness.
I thought you were mature enough to appreciate all this, but I guess I was wrong.
Well, mature in your definition, right?
Let's just go back to your video games.
Again, about the why versus the how. When Daniel gets refused on the how
Why is he
of
so
doing
late?
things, he gets mad, right?
Sure, it's fine.
I'm gonna kill him.
And
when
he
gets here.
assumes that
Maybe I
the
should-
why or the what is wrong too.
I need you to have my back.
That his son doesn't want to protect himself, but his son doesn't just want to take his method. So, I mean,
Johnny, things are different.
nothing progresses if you have that mindset, I think.
Where have you been? You have to tell me when you're gonna be home late.
I'm sorry, I lost track of time. You lost track of time.
So I guess he knows that he is scared. Oh, oh, another Japanese scroll. Show it to me. Oh, I know. Let me show it to me again. Oh, okay. 選ばれたものは The chosen one、シーサーのホエールを使って竜の心を止めます。Uses the roar of the Caesar. Caesars are, remember I said, remember the lion-looking creature in Okinawa, with usually at the front of the house. It's called a Caesar. So the chosen one with the roar of the Caesar stops the heart of a dragon. From here, しかし注意してください. But be careful. 使用者は 死に直面するかもしれません。The user might face death. Okay. The writing isn't so written well. It's like a elementary school child kind of writing. However, the sentences, the grammar is, I would say, correct, and it makes sense. So I guess people that has watched through the season knows what this is about, maybe, or is this not related?
I'm just surprised to see you in here.
Roar of the seesaw. Is there gonna be like a, I don't know, like a roaring kind of movement?
Technique that I hope none of us will ever need to use.
Another thing I thought was he mentioned about he didn't learn any fancy moves. I think part of the reason why some people start karate is the fancy moves like ushiro mashigiri, roundhouse kick from the back, or like jumping kicks. And I get a lot of DMs on Instagram saying, how do I do jumping kicks, sensei? But for the most part, karate is, Japanese karate at least, is doing simple movements over and over and over and over. So I think there's a slight difference of what people think and what people actually do. And it's the accumulation that's important.
You and me, let's go.
Marcus?
Wow.
What was that?
That must be pretty precise. I see. You know how they took out this row? Because if you do a front kick and if there's a bar here, the leg will get stuck, so they took it out. That's smart. Yeah, these bullies in middle school, high school, they're together. That's why they feel so powerful. One by one, you know, they're weak mentally.
You got afraid? Yeah. But I never told you why.
I might have mentioned this, but
My dad left when I was in kindergarten. I barely remember him. My mom did everything she could. Married a rich prick thinking that would be a good idea.
I see. I might have mentioned this before too, but
Couldn't figure out why.
someone at an older age,
Also,
like opening up so much about himself or herself, is very rare,
yeah.
and in Japan or maybe the Asian culture itself. So
Try to find him.
just seeing them talk like this, student and sensei, is very refreshing. I think it would be very refreshing for a Japanese audience. I mean, I lived in 2 countries, so
I'm still too afraid to
I
find
mean,
out the truth.
it's not too special for me, but
The point is, I didn't have a male role model growing up. Until I met Kreese, you know how that went. And I didn't want to be like him.
a lot of stories and context around divorce in this movie, right? Or a single parent.
Put it on a Rob
I mean, in this show.
I can never fix that. I don't want to make that mistake again.
Wow, that's
I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
that face expression.
Things are gonna
You
change.
never see that from Johnny. That smile.
A man of his word. Whoa.
Oh yeah, another, I guess, cultural thing that you guys might know already. In Japan, sitting like that is considered like very rude. It might be just a little bit rude, I guess, in the States, depending on where you are, obviously. But it's considered very, very rude in Japan. Like nobody does it,
Man of his
especially on
word.
tables
Whoa.
or something even like that.
Bomb we buy?
Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. I run an online community for group lessons, online karate lessons for group and private, so make sure you check it out from here. I'm sure, you know, training conditions are different between, you know, every town, every country, so make sure you check that out and train karate with me. I hope to see you guys in the next episode.